Yeah, what's good, man. So I usually do topics about, obviously out and watching videos about celebrities or maybe sports, maybe even politics, and make that shit funny, entertaining, shit like that. Today I do kind of want to touch on a more serious topic and get my take on the topic. So, um, shout out to CBS News, but I did think this was important to kind of raise some awareness on for people to see, like, just that piece of cute. That's pretty much it. That's all this video is for. At least 14 were killed, dozens hurt on Bourbon Street in New Orleans as driver intentionally slams truck in the crowd. Attacker dead. All right. A man intentionally drove a pickup truck into a crowd of revelers on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, French Quarter, in a deadly rampage early on New Year's Day. At least 14 people were killed before the attacker died in a shootout with police, officials said. Dozens of others were injured in the attack. A black ISIS flag was flying from the truck's rear bumper, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation called the attack an act of terrorism. That sounds like some bullshit. Uh, Maybe that was planned. I don't like how that sounds. Uh, First of all, shout out to all the victims. Not shout out to all the victims, um, but kind of in the sense of like we hope y'all okay. Not just me, my subscribers, people who give a fuck about human life. We hope y'all okay. For the people who died, that's very very tragic. To start off the new year with that type of news circulating um in the airwaves, you know what I'm saying? I guess the only thing I gotta say is for the guy who was driving the truck, you know, he had to have some type of mental issue. Yes, they said he had a flag with something on it with the ISIS on it. I don't when I hear stuff like that, I kind of take that out of it because they trying to now be. Sometimes when people do that, it's like, well, to control guns, we're going to say that this particular person, you know, doesn't know how to control guns. So let's put that for everybody. Because if we keep doing this, there's going to be a lot of people like him. People are going to say, anybody can kind of be a terrorist now. So we got to kind of start locking up on this shit. And this is why we continue to have laws that constrict people like myself who don't really be breaking laws like that. Maybe a speeding ticket, running a stop sign. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like shit like this, I'm not fucking getting in the truck and trying to run 14 people over to kill them. I'm not doing that. So I do get that there are people with mental issues that are doing that. But I also do want people to know that some type of political agenda. They're like, I don't know why I read something about an ISIS flag. I need to be reading about. That's why I don't like reading news stories. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like that shit. So with me saying that, I just read it. I don't believe that particular part to be true. Not that it wasn't there, but that it wasn't in the truck. I just feel like, why would you point it out when people have died? It doesn't really matter. We need to be mourning the people. You need to be trying to, push forth on, you know, making a change in New Orleans and shit like that. And not trying to say ISIS is around. So it almost feels like you're trying to make certain laws in the long run be like, well, we got something to look back on. All you need is something to reference in order for something to stick, right? Well, this happened beforehand. You know what I'm saying? This happened before. You know what I mean? Um, so we need to stop this now because this could happen. Nigga could come and get in the truck, try to kill 15, 20 people on some icy shit. And it's like, for me, that's just, if it's true, which I don't think it is because it's just too, like, wow, like anything that's political while I'm reading an article, I definitely throw up an antenna for, right? Because you're trying to sway me into believing in something without even me knowing it, and that be the real shit. So I don't want y'all to take this like I don't believe it, but I just don't think that putting it in an article helps the situation. That's all. That's my only issue with some of these articles. When I read them, I know they got the way that they write them down to how they write them. But I do mourn for the people. We should mourn. We should pay our respects um, to those people. For the guy who was driving the truck, um, he got shot by the police, so he got gunned down. So he got his just due. So we don't gotta wait for him to get his just due, cause he already gone. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So we smoking on old buddy. You feel me? We smoking on the New Orleans truck driver right now. So let's take a big, big puff of this nigga. You feel me? It's for the 14 victims, you bitch ass nigga. You stupid bitch ass nigga. You went around and killed innocent people that was having a good time on New Year's Day. New Year's Day, bro. New Year's Day, bro. Man, whatever. I'm out, bro.